Hey guys, it's Nathan. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been working on a number of different projects. I did actually record a video the other week of me growing a business from zero to 100K, $100,000 in monthly recurring revenue in about 45 days. But I've been meaning to like edit it and upload it, and I just haven't got around to it yet. But anyway, I wanted to talk today just a little bit about like why we take or why I take a like growth hacking approach in my businesses and why I sort of uh yeah, this the reason that I take the approach of focusing not only on just like, oh, let's spend more money and scale out ads, as much as possible, much more of like a how can we optimize acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, and referrals. So this is a calculator that my co-founder made, and it puts like all of the data right in front of you. So rather than us just thinking, oh, to increase revenue, and like it sounds so stupid, but this is what a lot of people and companies do is it's let's increase our ad spend. So here, if we spend $10,000 per day, currently I'm spending about five. Um, Sorry, when it says extreme as well, you can see the CPA is going up. So I've been playing around with this. It should show like these are we could go with quite a reserved spend, and this is quite like a high, really aggressive ad spend, which is what I'm currently working towards. Um, so a lot of companies will like put in like just work on increasing the amount they're spending on getting customers. So technically profit is going up. Um, so if we put it up to 15, profit's going to go up by a total of like 1.5 million, but you're going to be spending loads more money every day. Whereas instead here, so CPA is cost per it's our cost per conversion. So cost to acquire a customer. If we set that a very high amount of $80 dollars per customer. Actually, sorry, this is all in euros. 10,000 euros per day, 80 euros to acquire a customer. Average spend is 78 euros. This is also a very like pessimistic view. Really, it's way below that, and still we stand to make $1.5 million each per year. But really, it's something more like down here. Um, and there's a total of like 1.7 million different in profit without spending any different on daily spend. We're spending the same amount of money compared to acquiring like 80 euros compared to acquiring at like 60. It obviously like has a direct impact on how much money you make. But the other really interesting thing is even just so currently we're at like 3.095. If we just decrease the CPA by $1, so 79, we see a $66,000 difference in profit. In revenue, we see a uh, what was that? That was a $140,000 difference in revenue in the first year from a $1 difference in reducing your CPA. And obviously, like, you're not going to reduce your CPA just by $1. It's going to, like you should be able to do it significantly more than that. So put a real focus on like not only just on optimizing ads to reduce CPA, but this is why I always talk about things like conversion rate optimization, adding things like social proof, reviews, testimonials. Um, yeah, focusing on conversion rate optimization, website copy, everything like that. If you can reduce your CPA just by $1, which you're going to make an extra, or like in this scenario, we'll make an extra $150,000. Obviously, this has a bigger effect on the more money or the more traffic you're bringing to the page. But it's just really easy just to like highlight it here. Well, not only that, even if we keep CPA at 80 euros, which is really, really high, and we just focus on optimizing the amount of money a customer spends. So the same way, if we can increase the average order value um, by $2, revenue here 11.933. We've added, what was that? 200,000, sorry, 300,000, just under $300,000 in revenue by increasing monthly spend by $2, which is like a minuscule amount. It's really easy to do that. Just adding some little upsells in there. We've actually done that recently, and our average monthly spend has come up. Now, on top of that, if we chuck that back down again, if we reduce churn like that is a really high churn rate, which we are like at that currently. We have like a really aggressive ads campaign running, but with some very easy optimizations. We're just doing this to highlight where the issues are, so that we know what our customers are complaining about, and we know where to focus our investment in terms of reducing churn. So if we bring down churn to like even 18%, I'm just interested to see what the difference will be here. $700,000. $600,000, sorry, difference in revenue, for $300,000 difference in profit, just by reducing churn by 2%, which isn't a big amount. So even just by impacting one of these metrics, like a small amount, there's a large difference in how much revenue you receive. Reducing churn by 2% increased yearly profit by 10%. In this amount number, it will increase it even more. But now, if we focused on all metrics, so reducing, this is what growth hacking is all about, right? It's about optimizing like 5 different metrics: acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, and referrals. So if we also added, so if we managed to optimize our CPA down to like 65, which is already out already, average monthly spend up to like 82, and got our churn rate down to, let's even keep it at like a high amount, let's put it at like 13%. That is, we've managed to double the amount of revenue we would make without even making too extreme optimizations here. Like this is why everyone should be following like a, rather than just thinking let's just increase how much we're spending and run more marketing. You need to focus on like optimization of making sure you're getting the most out of your marketing money, because that has a much bigger impact than any of these. For example, if we're to bring that down to the original metrics again, for us to achieve $6 million profit, which it just showed, which it was just displaying, we would need to double the amount we're spending every day to 20,000 euros. Whereas rather than doing that, it's going to be much, much easier just to reduce these, and really we can get this down to about 55. This will come up to about 85, and churn I think realistically can get down to about 8%. Which results in 9.4, just under $9.5 million in million euros in profit in the first year, 22 million euros in the second year. And if we put in like the current metrics that we're at, I think we're at about 65 here, we're at about 82, and churn is at about 16%. So still, we stand to make this much money this year. However, just by like, all I'm doing is focusing on these metrics, and so like retention is actually going to have like a really big impact. But there's another key metric that is missing here as well that we haven't added into this calculator, that is referrals. So if we're able to optimize that as well, and increase the number of people that get referred onto us, like that's also going to have a massive impact on the overall revenue. So yeah, this is just like a highlighter, just like quite a simple thing, but really I just wanted to like highlight the reason that you should focus on optimizing these like metrics. Even if we got that to like 99 and got that down to like 8%, yeah, it would be $11 million profit in the first year without like, and these aren't out the question changes, they're perfectly possible. CPA maybe could even come down to 50, which results in a 1.3 million increase in revenue. But yeah, I thought this is like a really interesting calculator. It's really easy to like digest how revenue is affected. Spending the same amount of money, you're able to forex your profit. Like revenue would go up to like 44 or $46 million per year, 48 even. And then even in the next year, the churn's going to have an even bigger effect. So let me bring it down to 55, bring this down up to like 83, 15. So in the second year, obviously churn has like a sort of compounding effect. Sorry, that should be down even lower, 8%. Yeah, in the second year, $21 million. Euros, sorry. That's pretty insane money. So yeah, I just hope this has highlighted like why you should not just focus on even, yeah, just scaling what you're doing. Instead, like you can really optimize what you're doing even on like a smaller budget. It's not going to be quite as insane numbers of these. For example, I've just added like 9 million euros in profit just by optimizing these metrics here. So it's all like proportional, obviously, but once like you're spending serious amounts of money on ads, you should focus, or even like a decent amount of money on ads and marketing. You should really put your efforts into optimization rather than just pushing up this ads budget, and optimizing these metrics, and you're going to see really good results. So just because I get a lot of people asking like why about like growth hacking, and why do we take that approach, like I've just just put the figures in front of you. It just makes sense. There's no other way to do it. And if one of your competitors is working on optimizing these metrics, yeah, that's a really good way to put it. So if one of your competitors is working on optimizing these metrics, even if you have like the same, even if you're spending way more money than them, in order than you to compete, you could be spending 40,000 euros per day, and your competitor could be spending 10,000 and optimizing these things and getting the exact same results as you, and you wouldn't be able to keep up. Um, so yeah, I hope that's lent a little bit of insight. This is a really interesting project, and like we've grown the team to about 40 people now. I've just taken a 900 square meter office that we're going to be moving to. Um, and then hopefully I'm going to have capacity to set up like a little like YouTube studio for making some videos and stuff, and getting back to focusing on growth hacking as well. Um, yeah, there's another video that I have that I haven't released yet, but I'll put that out as soon as I've had a chance to edit it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, speak to you soon.